The pain you drive into the heart of me, the love we share seems to go nowhere. And I've lost my light, for I toss and turn, I can't sleep at night.
No wonder you couldn't hear me. Is that your new tape? Star-Lord. Who's the guy with the scary eyes?
He doesn't have a name. He's one of the Space Riders. And he's not scary. He's cool.
Your Space Rider certainly got his hands full. Pretty far out.
Nobody says far out anymore, Ma. Ma!
What?
Nobody says far out anymore.
Oh, well, your mom does. Maybe we should see if we could get tickets to see them live.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Your mom may not look it, but I was quite the rocker when I was your age. Your father and I would just lie on the hood of my old Chevy and listen to Black Sabbath and...
You like Black Sabbath?
Like I said, your mom's cooler than you think. Oh, we'd look up at the stars and he'd tell me all about the places he'd been.
Mom?
How about some cake, huh?
Yeah, I'll be up in a sec.
You said that 15 minutes ago. If you don't hurry, I'm gonna eat that whole cake myself.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
You wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Hey, watch the hair.
Oh! Peter! We've talked about you leaving your toys on the floor.
It's not a toy. It's an action figure.
More like an action landmine. Stab your foot. I will.
He doesn't even... Never mind.
13 whole years. Look at you. Where does time go?
I'll be up in a sec, I promise.
Right.
This will be worth hundreds of dollars someday.
Go, go, go! We'll make our stand. Don't give a damn. This is our time to go from zero to hero. Tonight we
Gotta be beat Janie's high score. This is embarrassing.
Are you ready to go, go, go? We'll make a stand. Don't give a damn. This is our time to go from zero to hero.
3 natural ones in a row last game. Some barn I turned out to be. It's pretty crazy that all that destruction started from one little mistake. Need to build up my calluses. Can't believe I caught this. That maiden show was awesome. Love to be able to ride one of those light cycles.
Easy come, easy go. Tomorrow's fate, I don't need to know. Starlight, quick flight. I do my best work in the dark of night. I don't stay.
Might as well just peel the stickers off and put them in the right spot.
Run with the wind, cause the urge is strong. Black and white, day and night. The wheel turns round and round. Loser, winner, saint and sinner.
The movie was okay. The soundtrack really kicked butt.
Bit of good, a bit of bad. A bit of good, a bit of bad, yeah. Bit of good, a bit of bad. That's what you get with a space truck and nomad. Bit of good, a bit of bad. A bit of good, a bit of bad.
Peter Quill. Peter Quill, wake up.
Holy crap, Drax. You gotta stop doing this, man. It's weird.
We are approaching the quarantine zone.
How long was I out for?
15,338 ticks.
That's very specific.
The betrayer is ready to begin her mission. She has requested your presence in the cockpit.
Gamora's on our side, Drax.
She is the spawn of my sworn enemy, a murderess and a traitor. I do not trust her.
Well, try. We're supposed to be a team.
I make no promises.
Oh, it ain't just a junkyard. The quarantine zone's the biggest pile of black wood in the known universe. Just think of all the tech we can find. It's only illegal if Nova Corps finds us inside, which they won't.
Groot's right to be nervous, Rocket. Don't underestimate the Nova Corps.
Oh, come on. Am I the only
Hey,
one?
Bluebird, you copy? I know you think I sold you out, and... Gamora, I was just...
Who are you talking to? What's a bluebird?
It, was Yondu's call sign. He was Bluebird and I was the kid.
Let me get this straight. Yondu Udanta, leader of the Ravager's space virus, scourge of the Sirius system and all-around scoundrel, used Bluebird as his call sign?
Even had it embroidered on the back of his jacket.
Amazing.
It was amazing. Pretty much from the day we met.
How did you two meet? Terrans and Centaurians aren't exactly neighbors.
We met on Chitauri Prime, about 3 years into my sentence.
Wait, Yondu was a prisoner of war? I thought the Ravagers were neutral.
They were, and they also weren't. The Ravagers had a simple code. Steal from everyone. Yondu said it made them neutral.
But they weren't. I specifically remember several Chitauri transports being hit when I was still... you know.
They hit just as many resistance ships, until a Chitauri cruiser uncloaked in front of them during a raid and...
Yondu ended up on Chitauri Prime, with you.
After we broke out, he could have left me on some space station or dropped me off at the nearest Nova Corps base. But he didn't. Instead, he invited me to join the Ravagers.
You were with them a long time. Must have enjoyed it.
I did. Being a Ravager was the first time I felt like I really belonged, if that makes any sense.
I felt the same way when I joined Richard Ryder and the Resistance. Like I was finally in control of who I wanted to be.
Yes, exactly. Those first few years, it was like I had joined this really big, really dysfunctional family, which, now that I'm hearing it, would make Yondu my...
Space Dad?
Could have been worse. Yondu and I were cellmates. First thing he said when they put him in my cell was, "Boy, don't be going and getting attached, because I'm just here for the food." And the food was pretty terrible, so...
Yeah, that sounds like Yondu.
I had cellmates before, and none of them lasted long. The Chitauri have these gladiatorial games, and...
You got used to people dying.
Not sure about that, but I didn't expect anyone to last long. I also didn't have my translation implant back then, so I might as well have been alone. But Yondu, he actually spoke English. Said he'd offered to translate in exchange for extra rations.
So even in the snake-infested hellhole, ever the schemer.
It's something we had in common. I'd been scheming for a way to escape since the day they took me. I just needed someone like Yondu to make it seem possible.
How did you escape?
Let's just say it was equal parts simple, complicated, and kind of embarrassing. But it ended with the two of us delivering a transport full of stolen supplies straight into the hands of the Resistance.
For a bucket load of units too, I bet.
Anyway, once we did, there was no going back. I was a Ravager. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to be alone for a bit.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll see you around.
Oh yeah, you remember that dealer who asked about the emitters?
Almost
After
20
you left,
years, and those tracks are still fire.
And he says, what do you need these for then?
I am Groot.
Yeah, like I'm turning the Milano into a dance club or something.
Please refrain from creating this club of dance.
Yeah, we all know how you feel about dancing.
I am Groot.
Well, what was I supposed to tell him? I need them to build some ultrasonic lures so my team of ex-cons can trap a mystery creature in the most legal place in the quadrant. You want to throw in a discount?
This moment of quiet reminds me of the legendary siege of Seknov 7.
Oh, not again.
It is said that Lady Hellbender held her breath through 10 moons while riding across the stars on the back of a great horned beast. And when she arrived...
She exhaled, and the wind blew away the Shatari.
Indeed, it did.
If he realized it didn't make no sense, he wouldn't be telling it.
Not so sure about tooth cleaning tablets. Manual brushing is where it's at.
Peter Quill, we must soon discuss the status of my official team membership badge.
Ah, there you are, Quill. Tell Groot to stop worrying about getting arrested. I am Groot. I'm not overconfident. I'm just the right level of confident.
Arrested? For what? Our ship just accidentally slipped into the quarantine zone.
Oops, our navigation malfunctioned. Oops.
How would we accidentally cross into the Nova Corps force field?
Details. Hey, Groot, did that escort job on Orga ever pan out? What do you mean you never called her back? Don't know if you noticed, but we're flarkin' broke. What? Wait, what kind of escort was that contract about? Yeah, maybe I'd rather be broke.
Nice gizmos, Rocket.
I'm calling them thumpers on account of the noise they make. Assuming we get past the force field and reach your coordinates in one piece, all we gotta do is set them up, and these babies are gonna draw out our monster in no time.
How's that even gonna work? The thumper goes beep, 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 and the monsters come running?
It goes more like, wah! Wah! Wah!
Holla, rocket!
Stop this ruckus at once!
And then the monster comes a-running out of its hole.
Are you sure about that?
Hey, all my intel came from your source.
My sources are very reliable. Those coordinates are 100% pointing towards a rare, elusive, priceless creature.
With no physical description to go by.
What do you think elusive means?
Don't matter what the monster looks like. As long as it's got ears, you can be sure my thumpers are gonna drive it right into our arms.
Rocket! Why are the array cables everywhere on the floor?
I'm working on it!
Nice. Rocket finally cleaned up the fur balls.
You're welcome!
No wonder Rocket's the way he is. Drax! About Gamora.
In this not wait, Peter Quill. I am readying my body for battle.
You know we're supposed to capture this monster, right? Not kill it?
Of course. But I suspect it will not go down without a fight.
Cool it, Muscles. Lady Hellbender ain't gonna buy damaged goods.
I will aim to preserve the integrity of the beast as best I can.
Good.
What is it?
Dude, take 5. We gotta talk about that Gamora thing.
She's waiting for you in the cockpit.
I know, I just meant... Are you gonna be okay? You two are gonna be alone on the ship for a while.
Rest assured, Peter Quill. I will keep a watchful eye and thwart any attempt at treachery.
Or... you could try trusting her.
You are naive, Peter Quill. She is a mistress of deceit.
Rocket! Did you bring back the docking chips you took from the alignment console?
I'll do it as soon.
All good, buddy?
I'm Groot.
You know, I don't understand you, Groot, but I'm gonna assume you just said something super kind and thoughtful.
I am Groot.
What did the tree say?
No idea.
So, Drax, excited to meet our buyer after we catch the monster?
Of course! Lady Hellbender is a legendary warrior, and a noble queen.
And she's rich.
That is not a prowess, simply a commercial fact.
As long as she buys her monster, she doesn't need to be royalty.
You are jealous of her status.
No thanks! Being a queen means being born with a target on your back.
Kinda like the one on yours.
Looks broken. Maybe Rocket can fix it.
I'm
Groot!
Groot.
Hey, buddy. I was just, checking to see if everything was okay. And it is. Okay.
I am Groot.
Too bad this translator's busted. I was hoping it might have Groot stored on it, or something.
I am Groot.
That way I could download it into my translator. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on stuff without, you know, Rocket always filtering it.
I am Groot.
Actually, hold that thought. Yo, Rocket!
What?
Can you come here for a sec?
What do you want, Quill? I'm busy.
Think you can see if this translator has Groot's language on it?
It doesn't.
You didn't even check!
Don't need to. Cheap scut like that don't have rare language packages, and even if it did, it's beyond salvageable.
Really? Wait, you have Groot's language package installed in your translation implant?
Do I look like I'm made of units? Only folks who got that language package are rich people.
So you actually speak Groot then?
You mean Talinisan? And yeah, I speak it, more or less. Me and Groot been bounty hunting together for a decade before you came along, Quill. When you've been working together that long, you develop a common understanding.
I am Groot.
You say misunderstandings, I say open to interpretation.
I am Groot.
They didn't go sour. We didn't need those jobs anyway.
So you guys learned to understand each other over time.
And with the help of a spreadsheet of Groot's lexicon, which ain't no easy feat when your entire language sounds like I am and Groot.
So there's hope for us yet.
I am Groot.
You know, I didn't always have a translation implant. I mean, I was failing Spanish before I left Earth, not that Spanish would have prepared me for all of this.
I'm Groot.
Man, those first few years, do you know how hard it was to get by without having any idea what people were saying? Half of the languages out here sound like white noise, weird birds, and messed up theremins. I don't even want to know what Rocket actually sounds like. TV did not prepare me for the realities of living in space, let me tell you.
I am Groot.
Honestly, man, you're lucky you have Rocket. I mean, I know what it's like to be surrounded by people and have no one understand you, how lonely that can be. I'd have been lost. You must have been lost too, before Rocket and us.
I am Groot.
I probably don't say this enough, but you really are an important part of the team. I can't imagine the Gardeners of the Galaxy without Groot. And who knows, if this thing does have your language in it and Rocket can download it somehow or hack it or I don't know.
I am Groot.
It'd be nice to finally talk to you. For real. Glad we had this little chat.
I am Groot.
Awesome. Cool. Good old Milano. Engine parts from at least 5 different black markets. Gamora?
Up here, Peter.
Hey, that's my chair.
Oh, then why aren't you in it?
I was, strategizing. It's one thing to get into the zone, but we still gotta catch that monster.
Right.
So did I miss anything?
Other than a ton of suspicious glares from Drax, not really. Now, if you're done strategizing, feel free to grab your seat. We're almost ready to go.
Okay, here we go. Rocket, Groot, Drax, get in here. We're going in.
We still have a few ticks before the next time window, actually.
The next one?
Nova Corps security grid resets every rotation. We want to be in and out before our code expires, or we'll get stranded.
And if we wait for the next reset, we'll get a full rotation to do this. Nice.
Oh, why's the Novanet still up? Thought we were going in.
It appears the assassin's contacts are as untrustworthy as the betrayer herself.
Oh, please don't tell me Gamora's backdoor codes are bust. We nearly went broke getting them.
Relax, Rocket. We still got a few ticks before the next time window.
The network just reset. You can enter the sequence, Peter. 0451.
That's it? 4 digits?
Suspicious. These security measures are too simplistic for Nova Corps.
It's not that simple. The code only works on this date for this ship.
Oh, I get it. Gamora's codes are more like an encryption key of some sort, designed to integrate temporal coordinates and our ship's hard-coded serial into a local number generator.
Info gets in, digits come out.
4 of them.
Yeah.
Are you having difficulties, Peter Quill?
0451.
2, 2, 1, 8.
No.
Do not confuse him, rodent.
There.
incredible.
I realized there was so much stuff left after the war.
Restraint wasn't very popular in the Chitauri army, especially with Thanos in charge.
It's probably all harmless now. I mean, Nova Corps had 12 years to get rid of the heavy-duty explosives, right?
That's why I like you, Quill. You're so pure. Oh, the wonderful and terrible things I could do with all this tech.
Stay focused, Rodent. We do not come here to scavenge.
Why not? The Milano's weapon systems could use an overhaul. Plus, there's good money in it.
The piece that we seek is far more valuable to the Monster Queen of Seknarf 9 than any illegally acquired salvage.
Whoa! Place is really shifty.
I'm not seeing a monster, but that big cylinder up ahead looks like mining ship Peter's friend said to look for.
Friend.
For a night? And you'll see the monster soon as we place Rocket's monster summoning thingies.
Flark, yeah. Groot, Quill, suit up. Team Rocket's up first.
I still do not understand why I must remain on board with the assassin.
Because you're part of Green Team.
You assigned me to the team before you named it, and my skin is not green. It's teal.
Teal? Listen, if we want to trick the monster into going inside that mining rig, we need to place thumpers on both sides. 2 sides, 2 teams.
And 2 clips to the drop site. Ground's too unstable to land a ship, so you'll need to jump.
That's our cue. Let's go, Groot.
Don't worry! Once the thumpers are placed, we'll meet in the middle, and we'll capture the monster. Together.
Very well.
Thumper 1, done.
Meet you at the rendezvous point.
Gamora, take care of my baby.
It's a ship, Peter, not a child.
Huh. Oh, can you imagine?
I am Groot.
What, the pink coupe? It's custom nano-resin, designed to keep all this war stuff from floating away. Hey, starboard! Wrong way!
You guys sure you don't need help?
I am Groot. I am Groot.
He is not a better shot than me. Show off.
Just making sure my guns work.
Peter Quill, the insubordination of the assassin has become insufferable.
Okay.
Oh!
You okay, Quill?
Yeah, I think so. This, thick resin stuff's definitely strong enough to hold this place together.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, probably strong enough. I heard Nova Corps once wanted to cover entire planets in NovaNet.
Pew, 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 pew! Pew, pew, pew!
Did you just say pew pew?
What? We're in a highly somber environment here, Rocket. The last thing I do is make light of it.
How many of these ships did you personally destroy, Assassin?
In this massive junkyard, filled with debris from both sides of the war. How do you expect me to answer that?
Dishonestly. Settle an argument, Rodent. What is this omnipresent pink substance made of?
You mean the Ebrium-based nano-resin cluster foam?
I'm thinking that big cylinder thing is our rendezvous.
Yeah, that's the mining rig.
So weird seeing it all clustered together like this. Bits and pieces of a war that spanned the entire galaxy held together by pink goo.
Ebrium-based nano-resin.
Whatever. I'm just saying, it's a lot to take in.
You know, I think I do sort of get it. Thousands of worlds fighting for some fleeting greater good. Guess it is kind of poetic. Oh, look! Yellow and blue. Looks like an old Nova Corps frigate. Nice!
Come on, dude. People probably died on that ship.
Killjoy, why do you even bring us here if the place is so sacred? I can name at least a dozen planets with monsters on them, so why here? You think it's to impress Gamora? Like...
Don't know if you noticed, Rocket, but people aren't exactly falling over themselves to hire us.
Oh, I have noticed.
If this job pans out, sure we'll get money, but also a rich new client. We need to impress Lady Hellbender with a monster she's interested in, not just any old critter.
Which is why we should have gone after Fin Fang Foom.
We won't impress no one if we're dead. We don't know what it looks like. Quill neglected to get that info while he was flirting on Contraxia.
It'll look like a monster worth selling. And I wasn't flirting, I was drinking.
After we sell the monster, I say we head to nowhere. Do some gambling. Whoa!
I'm okay.
Ha! Almost made yourself a very late war casualty.
Not funny.
You know, I like this. This is fun. The three of us, hanging out, just like when we started this gig, before you-know-who joined us.
I am Groot.
I do not hate everybody. I tolerate Quill. Quill's a swell guy.
Come on, Rocket. Drax and Gamora are valued additions to the team.
You're only saying that because she's listening.
Is that why your plan has Drax and I taking the ship?
Maybe. Hey, can't a guy want to spend some quality time with his friends? Just imagine what kind of blasters the Chitauri had to use to wreck some of these frigates. I'm not being insensitive. I'm curious. And kind of jealous.
Whoa!
Pretty sure that way's a dead end.
You sure?
Ah, there we go. Path's this way. Come on.
How can you even tell?
Just trust me, all right? Hey, Groot. You think we could find pieces of the Trion Shard in here?
I'm Groot.
You never heard of the Trion Shard? Pyramid of pure evil that corrupts everything it comes in contact with.
I am Groot.
Making things up. Name one time I ever made something up.
I'm Groot. I am Groot.
Yeah, shut up. Ask Gamora. Bet she's heard about the Trion Shard. Hey, Gamora!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on. I know Thanos had his hands on it during the war. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Oh, you happy, Quill? You found the thing I told you was there, but you didn't listen. A dead end.
The mythical void. Death's black terminal.
That's it. Walk of shame.
I am Groot.
Of course he could know. I told him. Don't worry. It's safe to walk on. Mostly. That's why Green Team's on the Milano. Heck of a lot more dangerous to fly around in here.
I heard that.
You done gloating?
Oh, I am never done gloating.
I am Groot.
Yep, classic me.
I am Groot.
Yeah, I'm sure it's safe-ish. Safer than flying with Gamora anyway.
I heard that.
Everybody keep an eye out for any good scrap or components.
Watch it, Quill! What? Woo! All good, no worries. But watch your step, guys. This junk isn't as stable as we think.
That is one big mushroom. Fungus, bacteria, mold, space skunk.
Take that, brittle stuff.
Ugh, I hate these.
Gross.
Nice splatter. Hey, 50 units says I can clear more of these suckers than you.
As if. Whoa, what the? Rocket, did you do that?
The scoreboard? You like it? Hacked it into your visor cover last time you took a snooze.
You hacked into my stuff?
Considering how many times I fixed the flarkin' thing, it might as well be my stuff. Optimal thumper placing distance should be just up ahead. I'm thinking right in front, through the giant hole where this ship's cockpit used to be. Well, that's grim.
I'm Groot.
Yeah, try not to think about it. It's better not to wonder what happened to anyone working on these old wrecks. It was a long time ago anyways. Amazing! I should have been recording. Bridge over, Groot. I want to see if he's alive.
I'm Groot.
I don't know, but he's twitching. Flarkin, Scott stain, Quill. You okay down there?
Yep. Yeah, just, thought I saw a shortcut.
Right.
Go ahead without me. I'll catch up.
Okay. There's a crapped out Nova Corps missile bay just on the other side. We'll meet you there.
Yellow and blue missile bay. Got it. Okay. Crawling through creepy old ship. No big deal.
Easy there, Quill. Pretty sure nothing's gonna jump out at you. Except maybe me and Groot.
All right, Team Rocket, let's set up another couple of thumpers.
All you do is fly a ship.
And so far, I haven't batted you while you're on the ground.
Floor! Trying to bring the whole place down, Quill?
I shot a thing.
I get it. First tool in the old toolbox.
I'm Groot.
Ooh, don't. Aw, hey, little guy. Whoa! What the floor?
You dead, Quill? We can hear your woodsy squeal even without the con.
Little busy. Crap! That's cheating. You guys should have seen that. It was this weird blobby thing. Not falling for this again.
Hey, if Quill dies, can we all get a bigger cut?
I heard that! Stay back!
Do not relent, Peter Quill!
Everything okay over there?
Quill nearly got himself eaten by a blob or something. Should have heard him squeal.
You must fight with dignity, Peter Quill.
Or at least die with it.
Not funny.
How's Team Rocket doing down there?
We're fine. Waiting for Quill to show up.
Your team was tasked with keeping Peter Quill safe.
Am I supposed to fall in holes instead of him?
Yes. His fragile Terran frame cannot handle the impact.
Quill, we got a lot riding on your gal pal's mystery monster tip. I hope she's legit.
I'm Groot.
Like you could even tell if she had an honest face.
I'm Groot.
Yeah, she did smell like flowers.
If we set up all these thumpers and no monster shows, we'll just need to salvage what scrap we can and haul it back with us.
I'm Groot.
Yeah, scrubbing off all that nano resin would take forever. If it even comes off.
Just trust me on this. It'll all be worth it in the end.
Are you kidding me?
Son of a smack! That was too close! You okay, Groot? Quill?
We're fine, but we can't jump that.
You don't gotta jump. There's a sturdy support beam on this side. Get Groot to grow a bridge across. Just ask him nice-like. He does it for me all the time.
All right, Groot. Let's see that cool viney thing. That's one hell of a party trick, big guy.
Gross! More ship eaters. Oh, they're everywhere. All right, back to business. Boom! Right under your nose, Quill. So what do I gotta do to get a last name like Drax's?
Katathians have no need for surnames.
What about the Destroyer? We gotta go that way, across the gap, somehow.
So, Drax, how come you're so in love with this Hellbender lady?
I do not love Lady Hellbender.
Yeah, shouldn't you be all like, her name is illogical, you cannot bend hell. Hey, Greenies, you see any blue and gold ships out there, you let us know.
We have seen many such ships.
He means active ones. We haven't talked about what to do if we run into a Nova Corps patrol.
We'll restrain them until we are done here.
Bad idea. Those cops are all connected through their stupid helmets.
Any sign of cops, we surrender, okay?
We do not surrender.
I'm with Drax on this one. We all have criminal records, and they'll be looking for any excuse to arrest us.
I may have a couple aces up my sleeve when it comes to the bucketheads, but if we resist them, all bets are off.
Plan to play cards with them and cheat?
Yeah, basically.
Where are you going, you Zarnook? Get back here and help! Nova Centurions probably had to tow all the scrap to one place.
I am Groot.
Sure, not really their job description, but Nova was spread pretty thin after the war. Hey, kept them off of my tail at least.
I am Groot.
Okay, here we go.
All right, set her down right there. Yep, one to go. Flark! No, no! Flark and Skaggy! Kratak and batteries fried, that's what's wrong. Maybe you put it down too hard.
Let's just find a solution.
The solution's a new battery, with a charge.
Okay, we're on what's left of a ship. Full of ship things. Gotta be things that power ship things around here, right?
Yeah. Maybe you're gonna want to use your visor for this. You find a replacement while I finish scraping the fried wires. Of course we're going the right way. Just keep your eyes on that mining ship. That's where we want to end up.
What's a mining ship doing in the middle of all these fighters anyway? Found a compressor! No charge! Hey! A huge power generator! How do we hook it up?
We don't! That thing would toast our little thumper.
Can't we condense the power through a routing funnel or something?
Don't try to make up tech stuff. It's irritating.
Can you use this missile?
Sure I can, to blow us to pieces. Keep looking.
So much for that.
Gamora, when are you gonna share your contacts and sources?
When will you share yours?
What? You know about all my guys.
Only that you've got a guy that makes the booms, you've got a guy who can reconstruct faces, you've got a guy who never says no.
Oh yeah, I love that guy. And hey, it ain't my fault they ain't no good with names, but I can always place a face. Unless my face guy gets a hold of them first.
Worth a shot.
Peter Quill, the double agent is trying to lull me into a false sense of security.
Right. And the moment you drop your guard, I'll strike.
Aha! Super things!
You got me. Plans are foiled.
Found something with a charge. Kind of looks like a spacey car battery. Okay, this thing isn't gonna zap me, right?
The chance is minuscule, at best. You'll be fine. What are you waiting for, Quill? Grab it.
Here you go.
That'll do nicely. Just let me tinker a bit. I'll have to do some tweaking once I see how much juice this thing puts out. So watch my back.
Watch it from what?
Just grab the battery and give it a yank.
Rocket! Help me scramble some critters!
No, Scott! If I don't rewire this fast, it's gonna short circuit. Fucking monster things! Everyone get ready!
Stick it to him, Groot! One last freaky eye thing!
How long does it take to shoot, Scott?
Savor the joy of battle, Logan!
Quill! Watch it! Easy for you to say. Good! Use that fear! Kill them all! Thanks for the heads up, bud!
Keep him away from that missile, Groot!
Don't blow yourself up!
Easy for you to say. You've got a pointy stick! Done. We're all plugged in.
Wow, just in time.
I'd like to see you fix it next time. Come on, 2 down, 2 to go.
I'm Groot.
Groot's wondering if the reward's gonna be worth all the risk we're taking for this job. Me and Groot are nearly unkillable, but what if the rest of you don't make it out alive?
Guys, this job is a huge deal. It's for the freaking Monster Queen of Seknarf 9. She just doesn't know it yet. We pull this off, and we're...
Lady Hellbender's intergalactic monster anglers?
I do prefer that name, but the acronym is unwieldy.
No. We're still the Guardians of the Galaxy, but people will know that name means quality. Man, that thing is ridiculous. Think it was a ship or a robot?
That's a Kree Sentry, a robot, but it would have been space-worthy.
I'm Groot.
That ain't even the biggest one. They designed at least 5 experimental models twice that size.
How do you know all this?
Because they were my fellow experiments back on Half-World. Most of my parts came from the cybernetics hangar next to the door, so I got a sneak peek at all the new killbots. I could see the parts come and go from my my cage.
I didn't mean to open old wounds.
Most of them are just scars now anyways. This old Kree tech gets me wondering, where would I be now if those blue buttscots...
Man, that thing is ridiculous. Think it was a ship or a robot?
That's a Kree Sentry, a robot, but it would have been space-worthy. That ain't even the biggest one.
How do you know all this?
Because they were my fellow experiments back on Half-World. Most of my parts came from the cybernetics hangar next to the door, so I got a sneak peek at all the new killbots. I could see the parts come and go from my my cage.
I didn't mean to open old wounds.
Most of them are just scars now anyways. I wasn't even a person to the worst of the Kree's mad scientists. More like a real smart walking gun.
A very talkative gun.
Yeah, that part was an accident. They tried to fix it a few times. The entire facility was the problem. I wish I'd gone back and brought it up before the end of the war.
Yep, that would have been a killing blow.
Ha! Not even close! Of course we're going the right way. Just keep your eyes on that mining ship. That's where we want to end up.
What's a mining ship doing in the middle of all these fighters anyway?
They don't call them casualties of war for nothing.
Get a load of this, Rocket!
Don't worry, I ain't even got serious yet. Nova Centurions probably had to tow all the scrap to one place. Sure, not really their job description, but Nova was spread pretty thin after the war. Hey, kept them off of my tail at least.
Groot, need you to shoot a bridge right into that eye socket.
Now, I want to see you do that to something in combat. Wait, is that... Yes! I'm about to win this bet, Quill!